So item
My mouth
F
shut.
is the purchase and
Record
sale
this.
agreement for the Marina. So I did write, I was laughing because I usually just talk, and I did write notes because of all the transactions occurring today. But I guess I'm excited for this day. I never anticipated that we'd actually get to this day. It seems like a long time, but it was only last April. We held 3 forums, and it's just great. I think we've spent hours of around tables and on phones and by emails negotiating the deal and coming to an agreement that I really feel like is a testament to the nature of this community and the ability that everybody wins. I think the port wins. We were looking for a way out of the costly rehabbing of the docks, just the nature of it without growing numbers of employees or businesses or jobs. We were also looking for a local entity that could do better than that could do it for cheaper than we could, that has done it before. And really, everybody sitting in this room, and lots that aren't sitting in this room, have done just that. They built the place, they maintained the place, they took care of the place for many, many years. So it's going into good hands, and I really think they probably can do better than we could. So this is just a great, plus the community wins, and I really think the city wins. I think the city, better pass that vote tonight, no, but I think they win by the nature of, they've still got a vested interest in, their city streets are platted right through the property, so they've got right-of-ways, but they're doing the right thing. They're leasing that property to the yacht club. So all in all, I just think it's just a great transaction that I don't think I could have envisioned that it would turn out this way, but I'm just as pleased as I could be. So what else did I say? Let's see. So I think back in April, I provided 3 options to you, and the first was to sell the Marina, and I don't know that any of us believed that would happen. The second was to continue as is with millions of dollars just to replace 1 dock coming out of our budget, and then the third was a partnership, and I really think we actually picked 2 of those 3. We have a partnership. Although on paper they'll be the owner, we're not going anywhere, and we've offered to help with agreements, with permits, with all our old documents. They're all going to go on an external drive. We're going to help wherever we need to help, and so we're not going anywhere. So I really think that we won in all those areas. So to say that, I think that I'm looking for a motion to authorize me to sign the purchase and sale agreement that's already been signed by the chairman of the board, Don Entis. So.
Well, I will certainly be thrilled to make that motion to authorize our Executive Director, Wendy Smith, to sign that purchase and sale agreement on behalf of the commission and the Port of Shelton. I feel the same way, that I would love to make that motion to do that.
And I'm pleased to second the motion. When I came on the commission in 2012, there was discussion way back then from one of the commissioners, sell the damn thing, essentially is what he said. And my opinion at the time was, that's ridiculous. We're a port. We need to have a representation.
We didn't have a port.
Yeah, we need to have a port. Well, there are ports in the state of Washington that don't have any water, so that has no bearing on it. But I am pleased to have come to an agreement with the folks at the Yacht Club, a mutual agreement that benefits both of us, both our entities and the community. One of the great concerns that came out of the public hearing, or the hearings, or not hearings, the meetings and briefings that we held is that we maintain, or that the community have public access to the waterfront. And that's ingrained in, for the public's knowledge, is ingrained in the contract that we're signing. It's public access to those areas. So they're not losing anything there. And we're gaining for the Port of Shelton taxpayers. They're no longer obligated to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that. Private entity will do that, and I think it's a win-win for the whole community to do this. So I'm pleased to second the motion.
Nice.
Any further discussion?
No, I was just gonna make a point about the public comment, or the
Yeah.
public access part too, that we're thrilled that that's set in there. And I think that's really important to the, people that did come to tell us about that, so that's excellent.
Well, as well as the aquaculture, the
Yeah.
subsidies, and the recreational
Right.
interests. So
Right.
this isn't something that, they're gonna develop into one or the other. This, our language in our document actually says that it calls
Right.
out that those entities remain. So as long as it's a viable business.
Yeah.
So those are all good protections.
So,
Super.
it's unusual that we do this at this point in a meeting but would a representative of the Yacht Club like to say anything at this point?
I'd just say it's been a pleasure working with Wendy and Debbie and Brandon and everyone else, and it's the culmination of a dream for the Shelton Yacht Club members. It's been great.
I would like to say exactly the same thing. For the last 8 or 9 months that we've had meeting after meeting with Wendy, she's worked with us all the way, and it's been an absolute pleasure to make this thing go like we all wanted it to.
Yeah, I just got to echo the same thing. It's been 9 months of a lot of work, a lot of hard work on everybody's part. Lots of meetings, lots of sharing emails, some late at night, some to close the business on Friday, and just trying to hammer it out. And I just can't, from Skip's help to Wendy and Brandon, it's just, it's been a lot of work, and I think it's worked out well. And
Good.
we're excited for it.
Good. I'm excited.
Great. Okay.
Nice.
With no further discussion, I'm going to call for the question.
Do it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion's carried. Commissioner-
Yay!